good evening. Welcome to our sixth episode of Call Center Success Stories. Hindi ako makapaniwala, naka-anim na episode na tayo at nakapag-interview na ng ilang successful people sa ating industry, the BPO industry. And tonight is another special episode dahil meron tayong guest who has been in the industry for more than 10 years as well. You know, he also started as an agent, failed applications before, and worked his way through, and now he is an operations manager. So one of the things na gusto ko ring malaman is paano ba maging operations manager? So that's gonna be one of the questions na gusto kong tanungin mamaya. Paano niya naabot yung position na yon sa call center industry? You know, yung mga operations manager dyan, kaway-kaway sa mga nanonood na 10,000 viewers, hello. Yung mga operations manager, kung meron man iba pa dyan na nanonood, please comment, paano ba maging operations manager? I mean, how to be you po. I think instead of asking just the viewers, I will ask our guest tonight. At hindi ko na patatagalin because we want to hear his success stories, his call center success stories. Okay, hindi nyo na itatanong pero sasagutin ko na bago nyo pa itanong. Salamat sa nag-sponsor ng aking microphone na yan. Thank you. Hindi ko na babanggitin kung sino, but thank you so much. Sana next time meron na akong pagpapatungan nito para hindi ko siya hawak-hawak. Pero parang cool lang no, pag hawak kong ganyan. Okay, so again, hindi ko na patatagalin. Please welcome our special guest tonight on our call center success stories, episode 6, Motivation from Within, Sir Ian Smith Brecinio. All right, thank you. Good evening, Sir Ian. First of all, thank you so much at hindi ako nagdalawang salita para maimbitahan ka. When I told you that we will be inspiring people tonight and you just simply said yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, John. And hi, how's everyone?
How's everyone?
Everyone's doing fine, no?
Yes, and if you want to join the discussion, guys, please comment lang dyan sa ating comment section. Ayan, si Likwang Su, hello, good evening sa'yo, and si Sydney.
Daughters.
Wow, very, very supportive, no? So on top of the 1,600 viewers, ayan, I think yung number ng daughters mo would multiply to 100-fold yung suporta ng Hello daughters. Thank you for being with us tonight. So Sir Ian, kumusta ka? Are you working from home or nasa nasa site?
Okay naman. Currently, I'm working from home temporarily. So I'm fortunate enough that the company where I am right now allowed us to work from home. Kasi nga, we all know that we were actually into this pandemic. So we're really fortunate that the account and the company where I am at right now allowed us to temporary work from home. Kasi iba pa rin, di ba? It's safer because
yes.
of what's happening with the pandemic and also temporary work from home right now.
Yeah, definitely it's safer, no. Pero if given the opportunity to make this setup as permanent, would you grab that opportunity na mag-work from home permanently?
Well, to be honest, John, I'd rather work on site.
Okay.
It's more comfortable. Mas mahabang pwedeng ipahinga pag nasa bahay. But if you're on the leadership role, it's kind of hard to actually lead people virtually. It's hard because I've been in the work from home setup since the pandemic started, March of 2020. So it's kind of hard to supervise and manage people virtually. Medyo medyo pag nawala, mahirap hanapin, di ba? instead of like on site, it's easier to develop as well as to manage as well as to to lead people if you're seeing them personally. So yeah, but it is what it is. So
right, but is it the same thing? Kasi di ba pag nasa site ka, it's the same. Isn't it the same conversation when you talk to someone face to face versus virtually? Kasi The same
It's
word, the same conversation.
Yeah, it's actually is the same thing. It's just that it's kind of harder kasi iba pa rin yung nakikita mo sila like in real person. Right?
Uh,
There would be times na they're having issues with their internet that they will
mhm,
only use their audios, so you cannot
mhm,
see how they react to whatever they're saying
mhm.
kasi iba yung nakikita mo yung ano yung reaction nila. And me as a
Ah,
leader,
okay.
I actually make it a point to see how the people would react to what I'm saying, diba? And if it's just gonna be audio, and I would not be able to gauge judge rin. Pero
Judge. Judge pag-usap lang. Dapat nakita yung ano. Yeah, which is true, right? Action speaks louder than words. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Definitely, right?
mm,
So sometimes people can say something but really mean differently.
that's
And
right, that's
sometimes you
right.
can only identify that or observe that kapag face to face.
That's right. And
Tama na.
especially me kasi 'di ba, especially when I talk in Tagalog kasi nga where I grew up from
Mm.
Pagsangan, Laguna, medyo kakaiba yung pagtatagalog namin, para kami laging galit. So if they will just hear me over like my audio, isipin nila lagi galit ako. Whereas ganun lang talaga ako magtagalog. So so ganun, parang
Okay.
iba pa rin pag personal. Okay, that's from where I
Na,
grew up. Parang nag-aaway kami, pero normal namin yun. So,
naku, buti na lang sinabi mo yan ngayon kasi medyo kinabahan ako. May galit ba to si Sir Ian ngayong gabi pa?
yeah,
Siguro, sabi ko
especially when I
siguro
talk in
passionate lang.
Tagalog. That's what I call it.
Ah,
Whenever I tell my people that please bear with me, I'm not drunk, I'm not on drugs, I'm not angry. I just talk that way, so bear with it because I'm just too passionate. And like, whenever I talk.
malamang yan. Buti naman walang ano, no, pag coaching, no, tapos biglang wala ka pa nababalita na bigla na lang umiiyak after ng coaching session with you.
To be
Kapag
honest,
na-misconstrue nila
to
na
be
ano,
honest, madami na.
madami na. Ayan.
Even team leads.
Even team leaders, oh. Di ba mga team leaders, dapat matitigas na yung mga mukha ng mga yung mga matitigas na yung mga puso.
Well,
Napapaiyak
I
mo
don't
pa
know.
sila?
Yeah, I've experienced it. So,
sabi ni Twinkle, ano, lagi ka daw galit sa, ano, sa class niya.
ayan, di ba? But yeah, you can actually tell Twinkle kasi whenever I meet like during my meet and greet, lagi ko sinasabi. Like, guys, just a heads up. I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk. I'm not angry. I just talk that way, especially when I talk in Tagalog. So,
Okay, okay.
ayun din
So, yeah,
nanay ko. Hello.
at least proud si nanay, di ba? Okay, so we're here tonight to talk about your motivation from within. But of course, we don't want to miss the opportunity to really know who Boss Ian Smith Brecinio is. Is that the second or ano?
The second,
Il,
the second.
the second.
The
So,
first is actually my brother who
mm,
passed away already. But namatay siya nung
oh,
when I was 7 months na pinagbubuntis nung mom ko. So I was named after him kasi nung yun nga namatay siya before 2 months before ako ipanganak. So
um,
yan. And he actually died birthday ng tatay ko. So medyo medyo tragic. But that was like way back 1982 pa.
right. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, iba sana yun din yung saya na ano, nabutan mo yung brother mo. But yeah, sorry to hear that.
Actually,
That's
just to share, ako na lang din mag-isa. Kasi yung eldest brother ko namatay na rin nung 2017.
all right.
So, kaka 4 years death anniversary niya lang last August 19.
Mm. Medyo masakit na topic yan ngayon, Sir Ian. Medyo ano,
Mm-mm.
hindi ako komportable na pag-usapan yan ngayon.
But
Kasi
it is what it
yung
is.
Facebook,
C'est la vie.
yes, it is what it is. It's part of life. Pero yun nga, yung ating ano ngayon, yung ating newsfeed para nagiging obituary na rin kasi, di ba?
I know. On a
So,
daily
parang,
basis, like, especially
so,
in my hometown in Pagsangan, parang meron na din
mm,
talagang breakout. Like, some of my
right,
relatives na sa quarantine facilities, but thank God that they're all fine now. But dun sa Pagsangan, ang dami pa rin positive. Even yung mga public officials are like being quarantined. So I hope everything will turn out okay really soon.
right. So yeah, so hopefully guys, let's everyone keep safe, Take care.
Yep.
Stay home. Okay.
Ah,
Huwag na tayong gala ng gala muna.
Bas
Malapit nang matapos to.
alcohol.
Correct. Okay, sige. Move on tayo. Ito yung unang...
Minsan ni-sprayan ko eh.
Parang kulang na lang panligo mo yung alcohol, no? Okay, sige. Move on tayo dito sa ating unang photo about your call center journey.
Okay.
Okay, so ito, mukhang, asan ka dito?
Ayun, payat na payat.
Totoy na totoy.
Nung yellow ba yun, orange. So, I think 21 or 22 years old back then. This was after our team building. Yung kalapit ko na girl, yung naka-black, that's my very first team. That's my very first team lead, si Joey Capco.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was with APAC back then, sa Alabang. So, just to share, APAC was the very first BPO sa Northgate way back 2004. So,
wow.
Ano yun, puro talahib pa nung dati sa Northgate during that time. Konti pa lang yung mga building doon. So, yeah, that was my very first center back in 2004.
2004, so that was sobrang tagal na. I mean,
yes.
Na parang nagsisimula pa lang yung pag-boom ng BPO dito sa Pilipinas niyan eh. Kasi, tama ba ako, 2003, ito yung panahon ni Noynoy, tama?
No. Panahon pa ni
Gloria. Wala pa, di ba? Oo. So, wala pa. So, ibig sabihin, nagsisimula pa lang talaga yung, although may mga telemarketers na, may mga call center na, pero ito yung ito yung alam ko na parang launch niya na talagang dumami na yung call centers dito sa sa Pilipinas.
That's right. Oo, yun during that time nga medyo ang hirap talaga pumasok sa BPO because you have to talagang ang dami mong pagdadaanan and like during my time back then hindi pa tumatanggap sa BPO pag hindi ka 4-year course graduate.
Graduate.
Yes, you have to be a 4-year course graduate. Kahit anong course naman, but then again, kailangan 4 years. They do not accept undergraduate or unlike now, 'di ba? Miski meron nga natanggap ng senior high school and high school
senior
graduate.
High,
but during that time, hindi talaga. Sobrang higpit nila. And then I don't know if you heard yung sinasabi dati na parang 3 to 5% lang ng ini-interview nila within the day yung pumapasa. And yeah, I can attest to that. Na nung nag-apply ako sa APAC, I think we're like almost 100 na nag-apply doon and we only ended up siguro mga 4 or 5 na nabigyan ng job offer.
Ganon kahirap pumasok sa call center industry before. And tama ba na noon, totoo ba? Noon, kailangan talagang naka-long sleeves ka, naka-corporate attire ka. Minsan kailangan naka-Americana.
Yes.
Totoo yun?
Dress up from Mondays to Thursdays, and then Fridays and weekend ang dress down. So, yes.
So, grabe, papasok ka naka-korbata.
Hindi naman ako
hindi naman. Okay, kala ko naka-korbata.
I was agent back then. Pero, ayun, kailangan business casual.
Business casual at least. Pero ngayon, minsan kahit naka-chinelas nakakapasok na sa sa office di ba?
Madaming lalo ngayon ng pandemic. So talaga yung dress down. But then again, yun, yeah.
Tapos pinaglalaban pa na
Doon ako nakaipon ng madaming pang dress up before.
Parang pinaglalaban pa nga ngayon na naka-shorts na lang di ba? Kulang na lang mag-sando. Pero bakit sando sa opisina? Lamig-lamig.
Before merong center na pwedeng mag-sando tsaka ano ba yun? Sa people support. Alala ko.
Okay. Di ba yun yung mga flyby call centers ba to? Hindi naman.
It wasn't. Yung sa teleperformance sa Ayala, that's the original people support building. Yung people support na naging agents
okay. So going back dito sa
pioneers.
Yung mga parang institution na gano'n. Kumbaga mga tawag dito tourist attraction na to pagdating ng panahon pag-usapan yung call center. Okay, anyway, going back dito sa picture na to. This is a team building way back in 2004. kumusta ang team building nung 2004? I mean, ano din ba? Noon pa ba? Tulad nung sinasabi ng marami na madalas inuman yung nangyayari sa ganyan?
Well, oo, gano'n din naman. Pero
Ah,
pero ano, may strat planning na nangyayari kasi, yan
mm.
si TL ko miski ganyan yung malakas uminom yan. I remember Joey, napakalakas uminom. Pero ano,
Oy,
may
baka
strat
nanonood siya ngayon.
medyo
Shout it out kay
Maya-maya
TL.
ano, BP na yan ngayon.
Oy, Vice President na pala ngayon. Pangmalupitan.
BP na siya ngayon sa somewhere in Eastwood. So,
Malupit, malupit.
yan, oo. Hey, Boss Joey. So, um, ayun, so meron namang may strat planning, and then we talk about
Mm.
like how will we become like effective agents kung ano, pero
Ah,
syempre in a light way. Kasi kaya nga nagti-team
ah,
building so that para magkaroon ng ng tawag dito ng closeness ba? Pero ngayon
yes.
hindi ko alam
Sana
kung
yan.
ibang closeness yung nangyayari ngayon eh. Pero
Oy,
pero
hindi
joke,
Ito legit na team building to.
legit nating building yun. Walang nangyari talaga, promise. So,
Ah,
inuman ka kwento about like, about life, about, yun. Pero ano na yan, uso na rin yung, pansol team building.
Pansol
Pansol
team building, yung
101.
team official team building site ng ng call
And,
center industry.
lalo yan, kasi sa Alabang lang yung center namin.
Oo.
So, mas malapit sa Calamba. Kasi I'm
Kaya,
original from Laguna eh. Back then, nung dyan ako nagwo-work sa
mm,
Alabang, umuwi ako araw-araw Pagsanghan Laguna to
pagsanghan.
Alabang. Yes, and it's taking me like almost 2 hours one way on a daily
Okay.
basis. Then I did that
Ngayon
for like 2 years.
kung gagawin mo yun ulit, gaano katagal yung biyahe mo?
Ngayong pandemic mabilis kasi walang
Oo,
pero
yung
oo,
pandemic.
but ngayon siguro kung yung like normal mas matagal. So
Mm.
kaya
O
ang
yan
ginagawa
guys
ko lang back then tutulog lang ako dun sa FX.
Oo.
Habang biyahe.
Guys, pag legit na team building, tanungin niyo kung merong strat planning na mangyayari. Dapat part ng team building yun. Kasi pag walang strat planning, kung hindi team building tawag doon, outing lang po guys, outing lang. Okay, lalabas lang kayo. At kung ano-anong nangyayari dyan sa mga ganyang outing. Okay, pag team building, legit na work-related and building the chemistry among the teammates. Okay, so next photo, hindi ka pa rin tinubuan ng buhok dito. Compared dun sa nakaraang photo. Ano to? Sa results companies. Uy, nanggaling din ako dito bago ko lumipat ng Pangasinan. Ito yung company na na pinanggalingan ko.
Results was my fourth. Actually, fourth, ko na yan.
Fourth na, okay.
Center. Kasi after APAC, I moved to IBM DAX, and then 2 years, and then after that nag-ETL /stream and then results. So na ako dyan, team leader na ako. When I started with results, I was externally hired as a team lead, and then I handled my own team, I think like 6-7 months. And then after that, I got promoted as a nesting manager, or sa results companies they call it grad school dean. So I manage supervisors and the nesting folks. So dun sa mga wala sa BPO nanonood. So that's coming from training, tas may endorse sa nesting or grad school ang term sa results, and our responsibility is to ensure that they're abreast and they are ready before they will be endorsed to production or operations. So
Okay.
yan.
Such I mean, such a big responsibility kasi you are the one who's going to like the judger ba ng judge ng career nila, right? So it's like you're the one who's gonna make or break their career, right? When you
Yeah,
in
but
that position.
it's like ensuring that they're ready, and my
Yeah.
team back then will ensure that they will be developed, even though it's just like napaka-igsing time. So it's but we have to ensure that, kasi ano naman in the first place they were
Right.
hired because we saw something, because I was doing the final interviews as well back then. So yung mga
Okay.
yung mga nakapasok na yun, for sure like 80 to 90% of them I did the final interview. So I saw something in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like follow up on
Mm-hmm.
whatever I saw with these agents or trainees after training. Kasi before they get endorsed to nesting naman, I do a lot of touch point. I visit their training classes to ensure that we immersed already with the
Mm-hmm.
people before even they hit nesting and then eventually operations. So
Right.
madaming immersion na nangyayari.
Right. I think the main goal is for you to help them out so you can prepare them pagdating nila sa productions. It's not really about you removing them from the program, but it's about you making sure that they are ready for
That's
the
right. That's
program.
right.
Tama.
Because that's the goal, right? We don't want to remove
Mm-hmm.
people, and we hire
Right.
them, so we just have to be sure that they are ready and equipped and
Mm-hmm.
abreast with all of the things that they need to do before they hit production. So I
Right.
did that for I think 2.5 or two
Mm-hmm.
or so years of being a nesting manager. Medyo madugo, because
Oh.
just like what I shared with you earlier, hindi lang isang LOB yung kinapitan ko when I was a nesting manager. I handled inbound and outbound of that sales campaign na
Mm-hmm.
kinapitan namin. And so I have like team leads from inbound, team leads from outbound, and then I'm supporting both LOBs. And then on top of that, um, yung PIP or yung
Mm-hmm.
mga hindi mga
Performance
nagpe-performance,
improvement.
yep, performance improvement plan. So kami din yung nag-handle back then.
Right.
So for both inbound and outbound.
Right. So guys, ito yung mga nakikinig lalong-lalo na sa ating call center support group, yung mga bago, yung mga nagsisimula pa lang sa training. So huwag niyong iisipin na yung trabaho ng mga leaders niyo is to remove you from the program or to, well, it's part of the job to filter you, but their main goal is to keep you. So wag kayong mahihiyang lumapit sa kanila if you need help because
Yeah,
it's part of what they wanted to do. They like what they're doing, right, Sir Ian? They like
that's
what
right.
they're doing, and they will really help you out with the things that you need, so you can improve and you can prepare yourself when you start taking calls. Tama.
That's actually correct. That's our responsibility, right? And
Mm-hmm.
oh, ayun, hi ma'am. My high school teacher, si Ma'am
Hi,
Burley.
Ma'am Girly. Hello, proud teacher here. Yes. Now we have um. Uh,
Si Ma'am Burley. Teacher ko yan nung high school. Oh, love ko yan. Lagi ko yan kinakausap tsaka inaasar paminsan-minsan.
uh,
Till now.
which is same thing, which is the same idea that we were just imparting earlier. Now if you need help with your job and you have a leader like Sir Ian, let's say you're in the nesting department, be it your coach, your ano man mga tawag natin dito, SME,
Mhm.
team leader or manager, they are there to support you.
That's right.
Kasi
Because
minsan may mga nababasa tayo mga comment dun sa parang sa isang group ng call center group na parang binabangasan, sorry for the
binabash.
term, hindi ko alam, binabash yung mga leaders nila, but their
So
leaders actually
yun
have
nga yun eh.
the role, right, which is
Yeah,
to
because
help their
whatever kung anong mangyari sa development nila, it's a reflection of what we do, right, as a leader. Because if they're not successful, that means we're unsuccessful as well in developing them. So I see it that way. Because if I'm able to develop the people the way that we really wanted them to be developed, and they become successful, then I am successful in leading them.
yes, it's like
So
your success is my success.
that's right, because it's whatever performance or outcome that these folks will show, will just it's a reflection of how I do things, and how my team are doing things. So Yun. And
All right.
just to share din lang kasi you mentioned yung dun sa BPO group na yun. Yeah, I saw a lot of posts there, and yes, naka-add ako doon.
Nakikita mo din.
Nakikita ko siya, and it's sometimes disappointing that
And
the
heartbreaking.
heartbreaking that some of the folks na na nasa BPO industry think it that way, kasi meron pa doon na I always see posts na the only thing that makes them stay in the company if mabait yung TL nila or mabait yung manager nila. But I back then hindi ganun yung motivation ng mga agents because you have to have
Mm,
your own motivation. Yeah,
correct.
added na yun. Additional na siya kung magkasundo kayo nung TL mo o nung manager
Oo.
nyo. But then again, it shouldn't be your motivation. You have to have your own motivation to do things, and do what's expected from you, or exceed what's
Right.
expected from you. So
Right. Because your manager, your supervisor is not there to please you, right?
mhm.
They're there
Deny
to
din
help
yun
you.
eh.
And it's an added bonus kapag friends kayo.
Oo, yun. Added bonus na rin siya. Kasi I remember, one of my um, hiring, yung naging boss ko before. Because I was a trainer myself. Actually, that was the
Mhm.
very first promotion na nakuha ko when I was handling a telco sales campaign. And I was hired by this training manager. And then sinabi niya nga sa akin yun na, you know what, the higher you get, sometimes the lonelier it gets. And sometimes I feel that. Kasi na parang you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing, and some people takes it negatively. So,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So if I need to do something that dahil reprimand something, because like after several reminders, after several talks, then it is what it is. Like I'm just doing
Right.
what I'm supposed to do.
Sabi nga nila, it's lonely up there.
Hmm. Sometimes it is. Actually, sometimes
Yeah.
it is. That's
Sometimes
true.
it is, but of course, there are people that really love you, especially sabi ni Ma'am Dinah, um, she's proud of
Pin,
you.
pinsan ko yan. Buong family nanonood.
Buong family, okay. Okay, move on tayo sa ating.
Nasa Laguna.
Alright, thank you. Hello sa Brecinio family. Kaway-kaway, shout it out. Okay, so itong next photo is nasaan to? Sa results din?
Yeah, results din yan. I was that's my previous manager. I think grad school din na ako niyan. I was a grad school din or nursing manager. So, yep.
Mhm. Yung
That's the
nakwento mo kanina.
that's the inbound side. Tapos
Okay.
pagkatapos ng punta naman ako dun sa outbound. So, I
Ito yung
remember.
dalawang type ng campaigns yung
Oo,
hawak mo. Isang
ano siya, isang account lang siya, pero 'di ba, yung LOB, inbound tsaka outbound. So magkaiba din siya lang ng floor.
mhm.
Actually parehas ng floor, pero 'di ba, I don't know if you've been to Q Plaza site. Sa result sa
Hindi ba,
last ka
hindi,
lang
hindi.
ata no. Yun
Oo.
sa Q Plaza site kasi ano siya, isang floor lang siya pero malawak siya, tapos may mga pinto-pinto. So
Mhm.
so tatakbo ko dun sa kabila pag may tapos dun naman sa kabila. So kasi magkahiwalay yung
Ayun lang.
production ng inbound tsaka outbound.
O yung saya nun Parang dalawa agad trabaho mo, no? Sana dalawa din yung sweldo.
Minsan nga pag tatawagan ako ng boss ko, "Nasaan ka?" Sabi ko, "Nandito sa inbound. Hindi ako sa outbound, punta ka dito." Yung parang ganun.
So ito si okay, kasama mo si
Yeah,
Boss
still,
M.
yep.
Uy, ba't lumalabas
Still,
yung mouse ko
still.
dyan? Okay.
And those are the team leads. Eh, nakita mo dun sa grad school yun. Ayun yung
Grad school. Ito, ito,
logo
ito, ito.
namin before. Yeah, yan, yan. I'm still with, that's the inbound side of me being a grad school dean.
So parang merong academy dun sa loob ng no? May academy dun sa company. Tapos kayo yung mga principal. Gano'n. Okay. Principal tsaka yung mga teachers.
yung TL, yung teacher, parang ganun.
Gano'n. Okay, okay. Uy, ano to? Oscars?
Yeah. Oscar team. No, actually, this is just recent. I'm with Psych, so I handled a telco campaign. Actually, yeah, medyo natawa ako dyan because I was given a tech account. All
Okay.
along, yeah, nagulat ako niyan when I was hired. I thought that it's gonna be a customer service campaign. Kasi wala akong background sa tech. Like seriously, I don't have a background with tech. Tapos nung binigay sa akin, yeah, you already accepted the job offer. This is for a tech campaign. And sabi ko, ah? Sabi ko, pero ano na ako niyan, operations manager na ako niyan. Tapos parang inisip ko sa sarili ko, wow, naging OM ako ng tech campaign bigla. na hindi ko alam. So, but I have to work harder. Pinag-aralan ko yung account kasi andun eh, di ba? So
Oo.
wala naman akong magagawa, and that's part of being a manager, na you have to learn yung processes ng faster than
Mm.
the agents and the team leads. Kasi nung naging manager ako, kasi most of the time pag nag-start ako sa campaign, ano lang ako, dadalhin ako dun sa training, tapos nandun ako sa training, pero most of the time pinupull out ako sa mga meetings na for immersion and for
Mhm.
onboarding and whatnot. So aalamin ko yun, yung mga na-miss ko
Oo.
na topics, aalamin ko na yun sa sarili ko. I'll tap with the trainers, and then, hey, can you do me a crash course, kasi kanina 1 hour lang ako sa training. I have to make up. Siyempre kailangan ko, I'm leading the program, so I supposed to know the account, diba? Or
Right.
I supposed to have deep understanding about the product, diba? Kasi how can I even coach the supervisors that's under me kung ako mismo hindi ko alam yung product, diba? Balikan ako nung mga TL nun, coach ka ng coach diyan, di mo nga alam, diba? Diba?
Oo nga.
Oh, diba? So I don't want my people going back to me and telling me
Oo.
that. So I make it a point to know the account, so that whenever I coach them, I know what I'm doing. Parang, because I always believe that, I always lead by example, or talk.
Mm.
Oo, yun. Kasi yun din sabi ko na lalo sa absences tsaka sa tardiness, because ay
Oo.
sobrang ko diyan. I make it a point to be on time all the time, so that pag sinabi ko yan sa mga supervisors and agents, they cannot get back to me na ako laging late. So
Tama, tama. Practice what you preach. Ika
that's
nga, di
right.
ba?
That's right. So
Right.
walk the talk.
At
So
walk the talk. At dahil dyan, nanalo ka ng Best Actor Award. Ako kamaliit na mama dyan
Hindi,
ito.
actually hindi yan award. Kinuha ko lang yan dun sa mesa.
Okay.
Kasi ano yan, launch yan nung parang bagong coaching technique dun sa telco
Mm.
campaign na yan. So Oscar team. So sabi ko,
Okay.
picture mo nga ako, kinuha ko yung
So yun yung maliit si Mang Oscar. Ang lit ni
si
Mang
Mang
Oka.
Oscar.
Mang Oka kasi nasa Pilipinas.
Ano yan
Ang liit niya. Kaya siya maliit kasi Pinoy din.
merong malaki, kaso ang dami pa nagpapapicture doon. Sabi, gusto ko na umuwi. Sabi ko, ito na, pwede na to.
Okay. Ay, ito nalaktawan natin to kanina doon to sa
inbound din yan, inbound. So mga supervisors, and yan si M, my previous boss. But most
Ayan,
of
yan.
them actually yung kalapit ko on my right side facing, that's TJ. He started with me as an agent. Tapos TL na siya, now he's as well an operations manager sa results. So
Wow.
I don't know if you saw him, sa Alaska lang siya dun sa one of the telco accounts din. So ako yung
Si TJ. Ito si
si
TJ ito, no? Ito.
and even
Okay.
Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
siya, di ba?
Siya. Nakita mo siya.
Na-meet ko siya.
Yeah, so you can ask him. Ay, kaso baka iba sabihin niya pag pero but when he started with results, ako yung TL niya.
Okay.
School din.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, pero ako yung nag-handle nung nasa nesting sila.
Yun.
So, and I'm really proud, because that's actually yung yung parang achievement ko. It's not even the salary. It's to see my people grow and be
Right.
promoted, and it makes me proud and happy if I'm able to be part of the development of these people, and some of them are even have higher position than my position right now. But merong iba sabihin, naiinggit ka ba doon? Sabi ko, no. Why would I na bakit ako mainggit. It makes me proud that they were able to
Tama.
actually, 'di ba, na excel, and I'm really proud that I was part of that, of that success kasi, 'di ba? So,
Mm. Iba nga naman yung fulfillment na makita mo yung mga dating kino-coach mo, dating mini-mentor mo na nagiging successful, 'di ba?
yes. Ang dami niyan. Even ayun si Franz din. Kasi si Franz, ayun yung katabi ni M na lalaki na
Oo.
salamin. Ano din yan, operations manager na rin siya, and magka-wave sila ni TJ. Actually
Oh,
when they started. So, yan, and even Lois yung babae sa ka-wave din yan nila TJ. She's now a team
nice.
lead, but she started as an agent with me as well. Yan, magkaka-wave yan sila.
Nice. Yan, shout out sa mga teammates natin diyan, yung mga tropa natin diyan sa Results Company.
Yep.
Hello sa inyo.
Oh,
I'm sure marami
yan.
tayong mga
Actually,
nanonood ngayon, no?
that's where I started being promoted na medyo mabilis kasi I was
Mm.
externally hired as a team lead there, and then after like 6-7 months I got promoted as a nesting manager, and then after 2 years got promoted as an operations manager sa results company. So I owe a lot dyan sa company na yan. I stayed there for 6 years. So
Wow.
even nasa Kaintayong site, imagine that, sa Kaintayong
Uh,
site, I'm from Manila. So I'm traveling on a daily basis, and nagko-commute lang ako. So yun yung sinasabi ko to the people that I work with, that I don't see any excuses na malate kayo, lalo yung malalapit yung bahay, because nagko-commute ako araw-araw, and I'm from Manila. So bakit ako, 'di ba? I'm here on time all the time on a daily basis. So yun. That's how I actually start, like pag may problema sa mga attendance and
mm,
tardiness, kasi 'di ba, if kung ako may problema din ako doon, bakit ako magko-coach about that, 'di ba? So I make
tama,
it a
tama.
point na, 'di ba, I make it a point na ako mismo hindi malalate at hindi a-absent.
Mm, mm. Wala kayong karapatan na magreklamo kasi ako nga, dito pa ako nanggagaling, mabiyahe ko
Oo,
ng ilang oras pero di ako nalilate.
si
Patay
Matoy.
kayo.
Yan si Matoy, ka-wave ko sa pa-shoutout
Uy,
lang si
Matoy!
Matoy. Yan.
Hello!
Kilala mo si
Nakasama
Matoy?
ko yan sa
Oh,
isang opisina. Oo.
yes. So ka-wave ko yan sa results when we started
Wow.
2012. Tapos naging trainer na si Matoy. So yeah,
Isa
ka-wave
sa
ka-wave ko din yan.
mga
Oo.
tall, dark, and handsome na mga trainers dyan sa
Mm.
results. Kaway-kaway
Oh,
sa training
pag-guest
team ng
pag-guest daw siya.
pagkas naman.
Pag sabi ka kay Yuan, tatag natin si Yuan.
Sige. Minsan may mga restrictions kasi yung mga tropa natin kapag igigess eh. I mean, may mga may mga non-disclosure agreement kapag sobrang
Yun nga, kaya hindi ko binabanggit yung account, miski ayun nandun sa
ako din. Ito, ang daming Sodexo. Uy, naalala ko yung unang, teka lang, bago ko lang bigla lang pumasok sa isip ko yung unang appliance na nabili ko, Sodexo pinambili ko dahil dito sa call center.
Ang dami ko din nabili sa Sodexo when I was an agent handling that sales account. Grabe, ang dami Sodexo nun. Pati yung mga yung stroller ng anak ko, yun, puro Sodexo pinambili.
Uy, ako din, stroller din. Yun din, Sodexo din.
Tsaka groceries. So, but yung picture na yan was with in Silver City. That was the last site that I was sa results company. So, kasi after 5 years na nandun ako sa Q Plaza site, and then yun, medyo maganda yung naging takbo nung as an operations manager, medyo maganda yung takbo nung cluster ko. So the clients and the executives of the results company asked me to launch that same campaign sa ibang site, which is the Silver City site. So medyo nakakatawa nga yan kasi I brought along I think 25 to 30 agents to start up, and then like 2 team leads. Nakakatawa kasi all along I thought that we're gonna be sharing like stats. Na sige, launch ko lang tong outbound sales campaign na to. And then when we started dialing, I competed with my mother's side. So so yun, parang ano na, may misgiven results, but
Oo.
ano yun, but ayun, but I was able to pull it through naman. After I think like a year and a half, from 25 agents, we grew to 180. And yung mga nasama ko na mga agents and some the TLs got promoted na rin as
Mm.
manager or team lead. So, and some trainers and part of the quality team. So it was a nice like journey with the results company. And then yun, I'm proud na I've launched that with the help of my team, okay? Because hindi naman lang ako yan. It's always me and my team. And I always make it a point na pag nagsasalta ako sa kanila that we did it. Parang ganun, because it's not just me. It's always
Right.
us. And
Which is true.
and then yun, after a year, and so yan, from 25 agents naging 180, and then yun,
Wow,
nag
nanganak
ano
ng
na
nanganak.
tayo.
Ang dami mong...
ah
So, ikaw yung pinakatatay nung ano, nung campaign na yan, no?
Tapos
Dahil ikaw yung nag-launch.
yung boss ko yung lolo, gano'n.
Tapos ito,
Ayan. Ano na yan, still with results, so it's a leadership summit. Yung tatlo na yan, yung kasama ko, they started with me as agents. Sila kasi sila yung sinama ko from the other side to Silver City. Tapos kasama ko na sila diyan kasi na-promote na
mm,
sila as team leads.
wow.
Mm.
Masarap ng feeling na gano'n, no? Yung mga kasama mo sa trabaho na po-promote, no?
Mm.
Na nakikita mo sila habang nagkakatrabaho, tapos nakikita mo sila mga after few months, tapos
Oo, alam
napopromote
ko,
sila, di ba?
OM na rin yung si ano eh, si yung isa diyan. Nakalimutan ko yung
Mm,
pangalan, sorry.
lagot ka. Kung sino man po yung
Si,
nag-isa dyan sa mga picture na, ano, na
si
tinutukoy
Pam,
ni Boss Ian.
naalala ko na si Pam. So yan, baka
Ayan.
makita mo din yan sa ano yan, sa Alaska, sa Alaska land na site
And,
na sila.
doon ako sa may, doon ako sa may tapat na may Rai. Rai yung tawag doon eh.
Sa
Yung
Rai
bagong
ka.
building.
Okay, so yun.
Ayan. Kaya kasama kaya, nakasama ko si, ano, si Matuy.
Mm-mm.
Ito, yun,
Ayan,
basketball. Yan.
miski hindi naman ako nagbasket, hindi ako marunong
Akala ko,
mag-basketball.
pero ikaw yung coach.
Hiningi ko lang yan. Kasi alam ni Matoy, ayan si Matoy, nandyan ata si Matoy niyan nung nagpalaro kami diyan sa Sirius XM. So ayun, ano yan, nasa outbound ako niyan, sa Still with Q Plaza. So yeah, syempre as part of the management team, we need to support yung mga sports fest.
Correct.
Tsaka kung ano.
Ito yung ano, no? Ito yung isa sa mga nakakamiss sa ano sa trabaho natin, no? Actually, hindi lang naman basketball yung meron eh kasi may sports fest talaga eh, di ba? May sports fest sa iba-ibang laro, no?
Badminton, mga kung ano-ano.
Tsaka di ba minsan may mga ano, may poster making contest pa nga?
Meron.
Seryoso, meron.
Seryoso. May poster making
Oo,
contest,
poster
dance
making
contest, singing contest.
Oo.
Pero yun, ngayon nagagawa naman yung singing tsaka dancing sa virtual. Pero
Virtual,
pero of course, hindi man tayo pwedeng mag-basketball virtual, di ba?
Yung sasabihin ko eh, no? Mag-basket. Pwede, boss Ian. Pwede. Ano, yung sa PlayStation lang
Sa
or sa
PlayStation,
Xbox,
no?
gano'n, yung ano, NBA, ganyan, di ba? Ayan na, or binigyan kita ng idea, baka gusto mo magpalaro sa mga agents mo. ML, gano'n, yung ano,
Next
online
week
games.
meron kaming ano, naalala ko tuloy yan. Wala pa akong TikTok entry. Next week meron kaming ano.
Kaya abangan namin yun,
merong the team leads and the managers need to do parang retro dance tapos via TikTok kasi nga 'di ba?
Via TikTok.
So yun. Ang
Sige, abangan
dami ko
natin yan.
naalala ko yan. Ayan, isa yan.
Speaking of TikTok, ito mas malupit to kaysa sa TikTok. Ano to? Ben and Ben ba to?
Beatles kasi, Beatles.
Okay. Dapat Beatles. Beatles ba to? Beatles night.
Kasi di ba may mga team sa center, di ba? And we launched the Beatles channel kasi dun sa account na yan. So we handled the satellite radio campaign account back then. So yun, nag-launch ng Beatles channel. So syempre Beatles yung team, and yan. Actually, yan lang yung sinend ko sa'yo. Meron pang kakaibang mga nangyari na kung anong pinaggagawa ko. Ayokong makita nyo. Kasi,
Ito ba yung mga ito ba yung nagsuot ka ng mga sexy?
satel. Ano pa yan? Napaka-satel pa yan. Kasi naging si Cersei na ako ng ng tawag nito, si Cersei ng anong movie
Yung yung 300.
yun, naging Cersei na ako,
300.
naging
Seryoso?
professor.
Kung ano yung suot niya doon mismo, yun ang suot mo?
Oo, nakahubad ako dun
Lupit,
sa oops. Tapos,
lamig na lamig ka nun, di ba? Nakahubad yun, di ba?
Tapos, naging Professor X na rin ako na pinagkatawaan ako ng mga TL ko na nakaupo lang ako sa wheelchair buong magdamag, tinutulak ako. So,
Ini-imagine ko doon sa buong production, iniikot-ikot ka na, Professor X.
Tapos naging Batman na rin ako, naging Mad Hatter, kung ano. It's for the people that I work with.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi para makita nila na game din ako and para maging engaged din sila. Kasi kung ako mismo magiging KJ ako sa pagsali sa mga ganun, and how can I even ask them to do that kung ako mismo ayaw ko, diba? So,
correct. Uy, nakakamiss yung mga theme days natin, no? Madalas yan Friday, gano'n, tapos kung ano na yung isusuot mo kahit na alam mong parang goodbye kahihiyan na lang minsan, di ba? Goodbye kahihiyan.
Nung sa last company ko before ngayon, yung graduation namin ng TikTok kasi nga virtual. Ati-atihan ako, grabe, nag-uling buong katawan. Tapos pinakita sa mga client, sabi niya, sino yung agent na yun? Sabi niya, hindi agent, yung manager.
Nagkakalaitan na, mga manager na pala yung nilalait. No? Buti na lang ikaw kailangan pang kulayan. Ako, hindi ko na kailangan kulayan yung katawan ko ng uling. Ito doon din daw, no?
Sa outbound din yan. That's my co-manager yung yung kalbo. Tapos yung expat si I think Hailey. Si Hailey was our vendor manager. So she visits every 3 months to check on us. And then yan si Denise. Din yan, she started as an agent and then she got promoted as a team lead. Bali nice. Ako yung kumuha sa kanya sa nesting. Kinuha ko siya para as an SME and then eventually naging TL na siya.
Ang dami nang na-promote sa buong journey mo ng
sobrang
sa call center, no?
Meron ng ABP ngayon na she started as an agent. Yes, and now she's an ABP. So,
yan siguro
really
baka
proud.
minsan pwede nating mag-guest yan minsan dito sa
Sige,
call center. Paano kayo maging AVP, no?
Yan.
Ito doon din.
Sa Silver City na. So that's
ito yung nilaunch mo na na site.
Yung nilaunch ko na site.
Ito, sino tong kasama mo dito? Kambal mo ba to?
Year-end party. Actually, number 1 agent ko yan. Si Ashbo.
Wow.
Number 1 agent. Mag-asawa sila. Tapos naglalaro lang sila monthly rank 1 to 3. Pero yung mag-asawa nandun sa 1 to 3. On a monthly basis. Kaya minsan nag-aasaran pa yan. Nag-aasaran pa yung mag-asawa pag number 2 ka, ako number 1. Parang gano'n.
Malamang nagkakapustahan pa yan, no minsan, no? Pag ako number 1, ikaw na taga-ugas ng pinggan buong buwan, gano'n.
Sila Ashbo Perez. So.
Ano kaya yung pag-asawa mo? Kasama mo sa trabaho? Hindi nga.
Team lead.
Hindi nga hanggang sa bahay. Ay, sorry. Team lead na siya?
Team lead na rin si Ashbo. Yan si Kalbo.
Ashbo, Kalbo. Bagay. Ito. Saan to?
Namin, parang eat out ng mga team leads. So, sa results pa rin yan, outbound. So, mga team leads yan and then yung co-manager ko. So, we treat them out kasi parang tumaas yung ranking ng site. So,
wow.
To pay back. And nag-unli food buffet.
So, ikaw nang libre sa kanila?
Hindi, yung company.
Akala ko ito.
May
Palibre
budget.
sana ako. Uy, naulit. Ito. Parang alam ko kung saan to.
Alam na alam mo yan. At nila
Yan,
Twinkle.
yan.
Alam niyo yung
Yan,
mga magenta.
alam.
So yan.
So,
So
ito.
that's my community. Brooklyn 8 community. Kung
Shout out.
kung meron nandito na taga Brooklyn 8. Yan, that's my Brooklyn 8 family. And you're very much aware kung saan
Yes.
company yan. And Twinkle, my trainer. Yan, si Twinkle po, trainer ko dyan sa telco account na yan. So,
si Twinkle, yung guest natin last Sunday.
Last week. Tapos yan, si Twinkle po trainer namin. And then si John, nandun sa kabilang classroom.
Yan, ako yung kalaban niyo.
Kasi si John nandun sa kabilang classroom, tapos kami nila Twinkle dun sa kabila.
Mukhang masaya tong team niyo ah. Nagbi ako dito napunta. Siguro kaya kayo masaya dahil hindi ako yung kasama niya, si Twinkle.
Yung community na yan, hindi ko siya ka-wave. 'Di ba kasi after me being trained ni Twinkle, I waited for my community. So nag-nesting din ako. I gone through that. I took phone calls even though manager na ako diyan. I tinapos ko yung nesting. I took phone calls ng 1 month. Tapos wala pa akong community or wala pa akong cluster. So while waiting, parang nag-slash manager ng recruitment. ako yung nag-organize ng mga final interview, tapos ako nagse-set ng schedules ng mga managers for interviews back then while waiting for my community. So tapos yan yung naging community ko or my people sa Brooklyn.
Ito na sila.
Ayun. Yan, those are my team leads. Ang apat na tatlong gwapo at isang maganda. Magagalit kasi sa akin yun si Marion pag sinabi kong gwapo siya. Barbie namin. Barbie yung isa. So, yan. Yan.
Yun sa gitna?
Yun. So, ayan, ayos yan yung apat na yan. And I'm really proud of these TLs or supervisors kasi in a span of like 6 months na hinandle ko yung community namin, nakaka-proud kasi back then 37 clusters or communities. On our very first month, nag top 6 agad kami versus 37 communities, and month over month pataas ng pataas. And even yung pag-alis ko ng bago ko umalis, we ended up as the number 1 cluster amongst the 37. And I'm really proud that in a short span of time na parang yung ranking namin compared to dun sa mga tenured pa sa amin na may, 'di ba, na natataasan, 'di ba? And it makes me proud. And of course that's with the help of my supervisors kasi, 'di ba? Like they are the ones na parang frontliners with developing the agent. So I'm really thankful to my team na yun, na naging successful story yung pag-handle ko din ng telco account na yan.
Malamang may kasamang pagmamahal, kumbaga, ni Boss Ian.
Lagi nilang kinukuha yung pagkain ko sa bag.
Ayun. Baka yun yung dahilan. Dahil doon naging nagsilakihan na rin sila.
even my agents, lagi ko silang dinadala ng pagkain kasi 'di ba nga I love to cook. So yun pag nagdadala ka ng.
Tapos kinakain niyo to sa sa loob ng trabaho, sa production.
Oo.
Ayun lang. Biro mo, mismong manager nagdala ng pagkain sa loob ng
approval.
Approval. Malupit.
Pero permit galing sa taas. Tapos pinapayagan ng guard. May approval naman. Pag hindi ko naman ginagawa pag walang approval.
Akala ko dahil may buntis kayong teammate, tapos nagdadala kasi. Di ba may mga ganun? Pag may buntis na teammate, parang blessing, sobrang blessing sa buong team yan.
Yung tinatago sa tumbler, tapos maaamoy mo yung noodles sa loob ng floor.
Sa loob.
Okay. Pansit canton.
amoy noodles, chicken ang flavor. Alam mo yung flavor. Ito na ulit tayo dito. Ito. Ano, mukhang
It's the
virtual na
recent
to ha.
virtual yan. And that's where the company where I am at right now. So I'm with WNS as operations manager, handling a travel account. So ayun, nanay ko, hello Nay, nasa likod ko. Shout out.
Napaka-supporting talaga. Nasa literal na, ano, I'm always at your back, son.
Yan, so yan. This was very recent. I think like 2 weeks ago lang yan. We celebrated our third year anniversary nung account. And nakita mo, ang pangalan ng account namin is, hindi Nike yung account namin. It's just like a pseudo name lang. It's a travel account. So, we call it Nike. And then, yan, Nike Got Talent yan. So, meron ang mga singing, dancing. Meron pa nga doon, fire dance virtually. So, actually siya yung
Seryoso?
nanalo. Siya yung nanalo ng 10,000 diyan sa Nike Got Talent. So,
ito may mga pag-talent pa kahit na, no? Kahit na virtual, no? Pwede pa pala. Okay.
So this is big bosses namin, yung mga Indians. They're the big bosses are there as well.
Laking tipid din ng mga kumpanya ngayon, no? Kasi virtual. Di ba? Imbis na mag-travel yung mga, di ba?
Sa kuryente, Pero they're giving back naman kasi the company where I am at right now, they're giving net allowance to the agents. Yeah, sa agents.
Right. parang may gusto kang iparating doon sa sinasabi mong giving back to the agents. No? Agents.
It's always like that naman, diba? Kasi they're the frontliners. They're the one who's bringing money to the company. So it's all for them.
Correct.
Like, the night differential, the overtime pay. So yan.
Which is wala sa mga supervisor or manager.
Actually, supervisors meron nakakakuha na supervisors. But then again, when you became an OM pataas yan, medyo goodbye night diff, goodbye OT pay na yun. But that's part of it. So yeah.
Yun lang, yes. When you get promoted. All right, thank you so much. Napaka kulay ng iyong journey, Boss Ian, no? And then yun nga, sabi ko kanina, napansin ko throughout your journey, ang daming mo nang napagdaanan na kasama na promote, no? It's either na-promote silang kasama mo or na-promote silang kasabay mo. I think that's the summary of the journey na pinagdaanan mo dito sa industry na to.
Yun. When I see my people get promoted, sinabi ko nga kanina, it makes me proud that I was part of that development and success.
Right.
So, yes. Diba? So, ang iniisip ko na, I did something like good siguro as part of that development, and it makes me proud.
Yes, I'm sure you definitely did yun, kasi that's one of the things na kailangan nating nakikita sa industry natin. So we will be we will have nagbabakil ako, yung motivation from seeing the people na hinandle mo na napopromote. Just like what you said earlier, no, diba? Your goal is for them to become successful as well, right?
That's right. That's always is the goal. That's the main goal of a leader, to see your people na develop mo ng ayos and for them to be successful. Kasi that's how I gauge myself on being an effective leader.
Right. Yes, that's true. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Boss Ian. Pero mamaya pag-uusapan pa rin natin kung paano mo nga pa na-motivate yung sarili mo after ng mga pinagdaanan mo. I'm sure hindi naman siya about the being proud of seeing people getting motivated. I think that's only the tip of the iceberg. And I'm sure there are a lot of things that you have gone through before you've reached the top where you at right now as an operations manager. Pag-uusapan natin yan when we come back. Commercial break lang tayo, mga 1 minute, and we will be back. And guys, pa-heart react naman sa mga nanonood natin. Isang heart react naman dyan from you. So we'll know that you are being inspired by this show, by our guest tonight, Mr. Ian Brecinio. We'll be back. Thank you. Nako, hindi ready yung tech natin. Yes, please don't forget to share our episode for tonight, especially yung mga friends ninyo na gustong pumasok sa call center industry and they wanted to know kung ano ba talaga yung meron sa industry na to, so they will have a better picture of what happens inside the industry. Don't forget to share and comment yung mga names nila. Alright, so we'll be right back. All right, thank you. So we're back here sa ating sixth episode ng Call Center Success Stories. Our topic for tonight is motivation from within with our guest, Boss Ian Smith Brecinio, an operations manager from one of the call centers here sa Pilipinas. Okay, so kanina we listened to your journey, no? We've seen the photos, yung mga pinagdaanan mo, yung mga na-promote, while under your wing, while under your care, and then yung mga friends na nakasabay mo na na-promote na rin. But this time, we'll talk about you getting promoted dito sa industry na to as an operations manager. So, let me ask first, what's your main motivation, Boss Ian?
Well, of course, my main motivation would be my family and especially my kids, 'di ba? Lahat naman tayo, that's where we get our motivation kasi at the end of the day, whatever we're working for, or kung yung mga makikita natin is para din naman sa kanila, and syempre self fulfillment na rin as well, yun. But more of it's really my kids who motivates me in like performing well and strive harder.
Right, but was there a time na na-experience mo din ba na parang ayaw mo na yung ginagawa mo, parang,
Oo.
demotivate ka?
Madaming beses. Kasi no, I'm just human, 'di ba? And if I get sometimes demotivated and disappointed and frustrated if nakikita ko yung something that I'm expecting tapos hindi nagma-materialize, 'di ba? But it's my it has to, or I have to find a way to make it better, 'di ba? Parang pero syempre I cannot show that demotivation or the frustration to the people that I'm working with, especially with the supervisors and the agents, 'di ba? But most of the time I talk about that with my wife, or my boss, pag nadi-disappoint ako, to help me out. But then again, at the end of the day, we have to find solution to ensure na may magagawa tayo with kung anumang challenges or opportunities yung nagde-demotivate or nagpapa-frustrate sa atin or sa akin personally.
Right. So, I think the first thing there when you get demotivated is you knowing, or I think you are aware first, no? Yung awareness muna, no? Na kung ano yung nararamdaman mo, right? And you should not invalidate what you're feeling, right? And when you feel it, like what you said earlier, you have to find a way so you can patch it up or you can fix it. And one of those is reaching out to the people, like your leaders, your family, your friends,
Mm-mm.
right? Right.
Yep.
Pero,
And kasi
mm,
'di ba, we cannot dwell on that. Yeah, as you being a human, syempre you would feel 'di ba, na ano, hindi naman tayo robot na, na hindi na demotivate or hindi na frustrate. But then again, at the end of it, as me, you being a leader, you have to find a solution to make things right.
right. Was there a time ba, Boss Ian, na you felt like you don't want to do what you're doing anymore because the people that you're handling don't believe in you? Was
Yes.
there a time na
Yeah,
na-experience mo yan?
a lot of times, a lot of times. Na yun, when that happens, hindi naman ako ma-absent. I would talk
Mm,
to my boss na, okay, can I take like, 1 day off? I don't feel na ganto mag-approve mo na akong VL ganon. So I just need to have a breath of fresh air just to make, to think. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko, lagi akong pinagdatawan ng wife ko sa pagsasabihin ko sa kanya, no, wait muna, gusto ko tahimik, may meeting lang kami ng sarili ko. So,
which is
so,
which is nice. Naalala ko kaninang umaga post sa post ko, no. Don't let don't let yourself talk to you. You talk to yourself,
Oo,
no.
tama, tama.
May
Kasi
meet.
'di ba? Oh, kaya minsan kailangan mo mag-isip mag-isa, 'di ba? So that, pero I don't dwell much on those frustrations. Pero yes, napo-frustrate ako. There are times na gusto ko nang mag-quit dun sa ginagawa ko. Pero syempre hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin yun dun sa sa mga the people that I work with, 'di ba? Especially to
Mm,
my people. Because ayoko naman na ako pa mismo yung magpa-demotivate sila sa kanila dahil
correct.
demotivated ako, dapat demotivated din sila, di ba? So,
Totoo yan. Totoo yan, no. Parang mas mabigat yung pasanin kapag alam mong alam mong hindi mo pwedeng ipakita sa kanila na demotivated ka or may nararamdaman ka na hindi maganda towards your
that's right, and
towards your work, no.
that's one of the things of you being a leader. You cannot
Mm,
show those frustration, those demotivations to your people, kasi it will affect them for sure, diba?
mm,
Kasi you're trying to motivate them, you're trying to like make sure that they will like function well as a team leader, as an agent, and if you yourself is demotivated, then ikaw pa mismo yung tawag ko nga negatron or negastar ng mga bagay, then the outcome will be negative as well.
correct. Correct. Pero 'di ba when you started in 2004, you started as an agent, right?
Yes.
How long did it take before you got promoted to a higher position?
After 2 years dun sa first center ko, actually, I already applied for a team
Mm,
lead post. That's the main
okay.
reason why I left that company. Hindi ako nakuha. And I got
Mhm.
frustrated kasi bago pa lang ako. I was like really young back then. I think 22 or 23, di ba? So, and I know myself na ang ganda ng stats ko, ang ganda ng
Mm,
attendance ko, even though alpagsangan alabang pa ako noon. Tapos biglang hindi ko nakuha yung parang yung na agent na laging absent or
oo.
late, pero siya yung na-promote. Sabi ko, ano to? Sabi ko, so parang na-frustrate talaga ako, and like I ended up resigning after two
Mhm.
years on that company. And siguro kasi hindi pa ako noon kasi bago pa nga, and that was my very first job as well. So hindi ko pa alam kung paano i-manage and how to manifest things. Pero after that, I transferred to another center and I stayed there for another 2 years. Nagpa-plan na kami nun to build a family of my own. So after 2 years on that company, syempre naghanap ako ng like look for greener pasture na mas malaki-laki yung basic, and that's where I landed sa isang sabihin ko na sa e-telecare back then. E-telecare
Mhm.
tas naging stream. Doon ako nagseryoso. Sabi ko I need to step up. I need to ensure na hindi ako magstay ng agent. So after just dialing that campaign for like 8 or 9 months,
Right.
when I saw an opening for a trainer post, I applied and I got in. And
Right.
that's my very first promotion. So medyo nakakatawa kasi yung very first class na binigay sa akin nung training manager ko was an outbound class, and I do not have any background sa outbound, and hinire niya ako noon Thursday, then yung class mag-start ng Monday. So, so, so sabi ko sa
Okay.
kanya, oh, 'di ba? 'Di ba? So, so sabi ko, "Hey, ano, boss, ano," sabi ko, "I don't are you sure you're gonna be giving me this outbound class? Kasi I don't have like background with outbound. And
Oo.
yeah, I know the campaign, but it's gonna be a different ball game kasi outbound to." And yun yung unang nagpa-motivate sa akin.
Right.
When my boss told me that's why I hired you. I saw something in you with your
Mhm.
personality. I know that you'll be able to pull it through.
Wow.
So, yes. So, na-motivate ako, sabi ko, sige, dito na eh. So, let's push for it. And it was really successful because that very first wave that I handled, after just 3 months, kasama na sila as top performers dun sa campaign na yon, and I was really really happy. Tapos yan, ano na, the rest is history. Back to back classes, nag
Mhm.
outbound, inbound, and then after 2 years of being a trainer, medyo na miss ko si operations. So when I saw an opportunity, yung nagkaroon ng opening as a team
Oo.
lead, I applied. I
Okay.
applied and then I got in. And then I moved from training to production or operations, and
Production.
handled my own team.
Right.
So yeah, and then I think 1 year or like almost 2 years that I handled that team dun sa
Mhm.
same company. I actually stayed there for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years dun sa company na yon. And then being new to the team lead post or to the supervisor role, and ang daming mas tenured sa akin kasi I think we were like what 40 or 50 na team
Mhm.
leads, and I'm just really new on that role. So
Uy,
I thought,
nakaka-intimidate yun, yung gano'n?
oo, oo, totoo, totoo. So I thought din na on top of my head na um napaka-slim nung chance na ma-promote ako. Kasi ang daming competition, and 'di ba kakapasok ko lang dun sa role na yon. So I thought na medyo slim yung chance na baka ma-promote ako dito. So I applied sa another center which is
Mhm.
handling or launching that same account that we're handling. Yun na nga yung results.
Yun na, okay,
So,
okay.
another funny thing is that, yeah, 'di ba nakapasok na ako sa results. So I transferred. Um Pag start ko ng training, ibang account binigay sa akin, hindi yung hindi yung kaya ako lumipat.
Okay. Oh, wow! Teka lang,
Ah,
teka lang.
yun nga,
Ano yung
sabi
pinapa-handle
ko
niyo sa'kin, bakit ano?
Oo, sabi ko, kaya nga ako lumipat kasi naglo-launch kayo nung same account tapos ibang account pala
Oo,
binibigay niyo sa akin.
'di
So,
ba?
pero okay
Magsawa
din
ka na.
kasi yun yung kasama ko si Matu, yung magka-wave kami nun eh. So, but it's
Oo.
a good thing kasi that account was launching as well, and actually that's the parang biggest account ng results ngayon, which
Mm,
is that satellite radio campaign, and I'm really proud na part ako ng sort of like pioneering team ng
mm.
nung satellite radio account na yon. That's way back 2012 kasi we started there na wave 1 and 2, wave 2 ako as an external supervisor, pero ano lang, 1 week apart lang ata yung wave 1 sa amin, or 2 weeks. So talagang wave 1 and 2 yung pioneering. So ayun, I'm really proud kasi we're able to help that company like branch out or grab another
Right.
LOBs for that account na after yung inbound sales LOB na yun, nakakuha kami ng customer service, nakakuha
Mhm.
ng outbound, nakakuha ng retention. So it really grew out, and even
Right.
sa two other sites ng results. Natandaan ko nga yan, yung nilolaunch yung site sa Lipa, dinadala ako doon 1 linggo araw-araw to do final interviews. Sinusundo ako
Oo.
nung chat, parang service ng company, tapos dinadala ako sa
Dinadala
results
ka
ng
do'n.
umaga. Oo, tapos ihatid ako ng hapon just to do final interviews for a week. So yung
Right.
first two waves sa Lipa, I was the one who hired those people. I did the final interviews.
And ngayon, ang dami na nila, ano?
Yes, yes.
Ang dami na nila. Ang
Oo,
dami
ang
nabigyan
dami
ng
na.
trabaho din dyan sa bandang Lipa.
Oo, tama,
'Di ba?
tama.
Dahil dyan.
So, oh,
And,
tapos
and
ano
itong
lang,
mga,
go ahead, sorry.
yung, sorry, yung mga bagay na to, they wouldn't have happened if stop yourself from getting promoted. No? Kung nasiraan ka ng loob nung time na hindi ka nakuha as a team leader before you move to another company, kasi napakalaking demotivating factor yun, na you know that you're ready, you know that you are a perfect fit for the position, but unfortunately they hired someone,
Oo, di ba?
and you
But
know for a fact that person is no better than you. That can always happen, and that really happens, especially sa corporate, right?
That's right. But I don't have any choice but to move forward, diba? And
Right.
I sort of like use that as part of motivation na rin.
Mm-hmm.
To just like to see other opportunities sa ibang company, and hindi
Correct.
naman ako nagkamali. And then yun nga, when I transferred to results companies, ano lang, 6-7 months of me being a supervisor, I got promoted as a nesting manager. So tama yung move.
Mhm.
Yun nga yung pagsabi ko na tamang move pala to, miski hindi binigay yung same account.
Oo.
So
So
then
hindi naman kasi lahat ng bagay na gusto mong makuha, no, or mangyari, you are in control, 'di ba? Maraming
That's right.
maraming bagay na ibibigay sa iyo na wala kang control. And
Yeah,
the
that's
only
right.
thing that you can control is how you will react to that situation, 'di ba? And just like what
Tama.
you did, which is great, no? You, instead of you getting frustrated, I mean, you get frustrated. That's a normal feeling, no? But you did not dwell on that frustration, but you actually used it instead, so you can get promoted to a different role when you move to the different company.
That's
And
right. Tama.
no one can make you do that unless you tell yourself that no, I'm not gonna stop here just because I got frustrated. But I'm telling myself that next time I will get it.
That's right. That next time
Right?
you will do better. Right?
Oo.
So, yun nga yun kanina, going back to what I said, diba? Yung sa mga nakikita natin na post dun sa isang FB page na they're only staying on the company pag mabait yung TL and diba,
Mhm.
yung manager. Again, you have to have your own motivation. Diba? How
Right.
will you, again, that's just an added thing pag ayos yung relationship nyo with pero dapat naman ayos, di ba? Pero but that's just
Siyempre naman. Bakit naman kung yung leader mo, yung supervisor mo, hindi ka papansinan dyan sa kumpanya
yun,
niyo.
diba? So, pero that's just an added thing. But you have to have your own motivation, di ba? Yan,
Right.
yung paglipat ko noon, I was really motivated na ma-promote pa kasi that's the very yun talaga yung rason kaya ako nag-transfer ng company, di ba? And even though I was not able to get that same campaign na yun yung plan ko dapat, but I actually
Yes.
I what I did is I just mastered the new account, and then help out the agents that I handled, and yun na I got promoted after like 7-8 months, and I became
Right.
a nesting manager. And medyo nagulat lang din ako noon kasi when I got promoted, 'di ba, sabi ko nga isang team lang, 'di ba? Isang team lang yung hina-handle ko, like what, max 20 agents. Tapos biglang when I got promoted, biglang boom, may mga TLs na, tapos dalawang LOB pa, inbound, outbound. Tsaka may plus PIP pa. But again, I need to work with my team. Yun nga, and I was fortunate enough that I got a good team, and it was another successful story. Then after me being a nesting manager for I think like almost 2 years, then I saw an opportunity na mag-move up pa as an operations manager, and I got it, and then the rest is history.
Right. And we are not discounting the fact that the leaders that who mentored you also contributed to your promotion. And my question nga dito sa comment section, I want to read it. This is really a good question. Sabi ni Sydney, yari ka. Yari ka, Sydney. Sabi niya, planted to, planted. Planted yung ano, yung question. Who do you consider as your mentor when it comes to leadership? Sabi ni,
Actually,
ni Sydney
there's a
Marco.
lot. There's a lot of people who I considered as my actually mentors. My previous team lead when I was an agent, my previous managers. So most of them, they have different ways of mentoring me, and whatever feedback they actually give me, I take it positively. Kasi that's the same
Right.
thing that I tell my people. Always be positive with feedback because it's for our betterment as well as for us to improve. So yeah, mentors, previous team leads, as well as the managers that they actually work with before. To name a few, yan si Carmi, my my TL na, ano yan, napaka strong na TL, and I got it from her na yun na maging strong din as a leader yan. So very thankful ako diyan. Eventually naging ninang pa nga siya ng ano ng anak ko. So and then I
Nice.
have sila Steve, my SOM who always like pag tungkol sa mga stuff about work. Up until now I consult him even though I don't report to him anymore. Even sila Roselia, yun, and sila M, we still get in touch even though we're not working with like together anymore, but we still we still get in touch, and nangihingi ako sa kanila ng payo kasi sila directors na, ABP na, so mas tumaas na yung position nila. So I make it a point to still ask, like, what would they say if I'm like, I'm having challenges with this, can you help me out, ano bang mapayo mo, so things like that.
Okay. Speaking of leaders and mentors, meron din daw bang politics sa sa call center?
Si Ma'am
Which is
Girly, ikaw, ano ka, Ma'am Girly? teacher ko nung high school, si Ma'am Girly. Actually, close kami yan. Lagi ko din nagbibiroan kami yan. To be honest, I would say it depends. It depends on how you see it. Safe answer.
safe answer. Pero ako sasabihin ko, yes, meron po.
Well, yeah, meron. Yes. To be honest,
we can't we can't hide the fact that sometimes emotional triggers can make someone decide on who's they're going to promote.
That's right.
It's sometimes it's really a factor, di ba? Ayoko mag-comment tungkol sa politics ng Philippines, pero sa kumpanya, diba? Nangyayari talaga yan, diba? May contribution
naman,
yun.
Mawawala. But it depends on how you see things. Kagaya nga nung sinabi ko. But yes, to answer that, ma'am, yes. Sabi nga
yes,
din nila. But it really depends on how you see things.
Oh, yes. You have to, but it should not stop you from getting,
diba?
I mean, getting what you wanted, right? Tulad ng nangyari sa'yo.
Kung na-experience mo yun, then move forward. Then show them
right.
that you're eligible, or that you're
right.
that you're really competent in getting whatever yung hindi mo nakuha na politics ka, diba? Like, prove them
right.
wrong.
And it's their miss kung hindi ka man nila na-promote. Naalala ko yung bubuhatin ko yung bangko ko ng kasi wala namang ibang bubuhat ng bangko ko kundi ako, Boss Ian. Konting lang. Naalala ko nung nalipat ako ng kumpanya, no? May nagsabi sa akin na swerte nung kukuha sa'yo. Kasi hindi ako na-promote dito sa isa eh. Sasabi nung swerte nung kukuha sa'yo. So, like what you said kanina, depende kung paano mo siya titingnan. Because maybe, there's something, or there's a better, there's something better for you. And I'm gonna say, I can really attest to this, na kung hindi yun nangyari, I am not where I am at right now. Sometimes those things can happen to you because there's a better opportunity for you, and there's a better reason, right? And you can also say, Boss Ian, na kung hindi ka nalipat dun sa isang kumpanya na nilipatan mo, where you became a team leader, you wouldn't be a manager right now, an operations manager now, kung hindi mo kung nag-dwell ka doon sa fact na hindi ka na promote doon sa unang in-applyan mo as a team leader, right?
Kasi just like what I mentioned earlier, I used that as part of my motivation, diba? I was
Yes.
not able to get that there. Wait, 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 and see.
Yes. And that can only come from you, right?
Yeah,
That can
that's right.
only come from you. You cannot expect anyone, no, to really motivate you to get to get to the goal or to reach your goal,
That's
right?
right.
Kasi kung
Yun nga,
ikaw
diba?
mismo hindi naniwala sa sarili mo, paano pa sila maniniwala sa iyo, 'di ba?
That that's definitely true, John. Kasi 'di ba
Yes.
again, ano ko na rin, part lang yung mga leaders mo to like motivate you, but you have to have your own motivation. You have to have your own drive if you really wanted to, to grow and be successful, 'di ba? Kasi bakit mo iaasa sa iba yung growth mo kung ikaw mismo hindi mo naman dinadrive. So ano yun, parang wait na lang ako ma-appoint. Parang ganun ba? You have to have
Correct.
your own drive, 'di ba? You have to have your own drive and as well as your like your passion to excel and be
Tama.
promoted, 'di ba? So, kasi yan isa pa yan. If you're doing and excelling on the things that you should be doing, the rest will follow. Parang ano yan
Correct.
lagi kong sinasabi sa mga agents that I'm working with, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on your calls, then
Mhm.
hindi mo na iisipin yung KPIs. It
Right.
will be a domino effect. Kung if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on your calls, then your KPIs will follow.
Correct.
So,
Naku, dami nating natututunan tonight. Guys, pa-heart react naman dyan kung dami kayong natutunan tonight. Thank you so much, Boss Ian. No? Medyo napahaba yung kwentuhan natin kasi nag-enjoy din ako. Ang dami ko ring natutunan from you, di ba? Nagagalit na yung 24 Patrol kasi sila na yung susunod. Yung
thank you, John, for inviting me and yep.
right. But before I let you go, ito yung hindi natin hindi natin pwedeng palampasin kasi marami ding nanonood dito sa show na to na gusto makapasok sa call center industry. And one of the things na mahirap para sa kanila ay sagutin yung mga pangmalupitan na interview questions. And you being an interviewer, I'm sure it will be easy for you to share or tell us what your answer to this question. But this is gonna be
Okay.
random. Okay, this is
Okay.
going to be random. I will spin a wheel and then you will answer the interview question.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually fresh from interviewing my cluster. Actually did interview from last 2 weeks. So
So kayo mismo yung ikaw mismo nag-i-interview ng mga
yes.
sasali sa cluster mo.
Yes. Actually, it's
Right.
a project. It's a project that we did kasi to improve like performance and attrition. So this is the
Mhm.
first time that account did that. So medyo pressure. Medyo pressure ako. Kasi like they asked me to interview the people that I'm gonna be working with. So I have to like make them shine. Kasi yari ako
Parang
niyan pag
parang ang hirap nun, no, pag pumalpak yung
'di ba?
pag
Sabi nga
pumalpak
nung boss ko,
yung
sabi nga nung boss ko, sakalin kita pag pero siyempre joke lang naman yun. Pero yun.
Oo. Okay, so ito yung question natin. I-spin ko yung wheel. Shout out sa mga teammates ko dyan sa Joseph the Dreamer. Guys, yung mga gusto maging financial advisor, send me a message. I can help you out if you want to have an extra income. And here is our question. Atawa ka dito. Tinatanong mo rin ba to sa mga in-interview mo?
Actually,
Ito, babalik ta rin natin.
hindi that's not how I ask it.
Okay, so paano mo to itatanong? Para ganun ko itatanong sa'yo.
Okay. So to get the same answers din naman, I would tell the applicant that can you give me the top 3 skills? Why would I be enticed in getting you?
Okay. Wow. Pero kung ako yung natanong mo nun, pero hindi ko sasagutin But I like how you asked the question because you made it constructively easier for the interviewee to answer it.
That's
Kasi
right.
as an interviewer, you're helping the person answer the question. Kasi kung if you're gonna ask the person, why should we hire you? The moment that question pops up, in an interview in an interview, parang sanga-sanga na yung sasagutin ng ano,
Ah,
isasagot
kung
ng
ano-ano
ng
niya.
interviewee.
Pero naisip ko kasi that's why I'm not asking it that way kasi napaka ano niya. Yeah, it's very generic that question is being
Mm,
asked. So gusto kong maging direct yung question and like to make it easier, just give me the top three skills. 'Di ba? Parang
mhm.
why would I need to hire you? But if you'd like me to answer that question, why should we hire you if I am the one who's applying? I would definitely say that I do have the skills and the knowledge in in helping the account that you guys were gonna be giving me,
Right,
because you have to highlight what you have, right? So that that interviewer would be interested. Kasi, 'di
right.
ba? You have to, like, that I don't want to hear very generic answers if I'm the one
Answer.
who's doing the interview.
Especially yung mga
Nasasabihin
galing
na
sa Google.
oo, nasasabihin na I'm hardworking, I'm easy to learn. Okay, minsan pag when I'm doing the interview, so are you saying the other applicants are not are not like
Are
that?
not
No.
right,
No, kasi nga 'di
right.
ba let's say specific nga yung tinanong ko, what are the top three
Mhm.
skills that you have? So ibig bang sabihin yung iba wala? So
Oo,
parang gano'n.
oo.
So
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good tip, no, guys. If you get this question when you are interviewed, why should we hire you? Tell them the top three skills that you have.
yep.
No, tell them the top three skills that you have. Tama na yung ano, because I need a job, because I need
Mhm.
to support my family, because I
Because
need to
because you
finish yan,
because
yung-
you're hiring.
because you're hiring, because you're hiring. Sabi ni Mel Hugo, sobrang higpit mo daw mag-interview. Totoo ba 'yon?
It
Ayan,
depends.
thank you.
It depends.
It
It depends on
depends.
the need of the account.
Ayun, depende. Parang gine-gauge mo doon eh. Naalala, ginawa ko din yun eh. I interviewed
Mm,
a few people this past few weeks kasi we're hiring appointment
mm,
setters and other jobs as a virtual assistant. I mean, a lot of people na sumasagot dun sa ano sa questionin, but like question, the other question is um why do you think you are fit for the job, right? What makes you qualified for the job? Yung mga ganong question, di ba?
mm,
Kadalasan they try to tell you na kasi I am the parang yun nga sabi mo generic galing sa Google, or sometimes they just simply tell you kasi I need this job and I will work hard when I get the job. Yung mga
mm.
ganon, di ba? Parang
Oo, 'di ba?
iwasan na
Parang
natin yon.
yeah,
Oo,
guys, ano na siya eh, kasi 'di ba? Parang okay. So ano nga yung meron ka, 'di ba? And I make it a
correct.
point din man kasi I don't want to set people to fail. Because if I
Right,
will get those people who I think not fit for the role, then I'm just setting them up to fail. Diba?
correct.
That's the very first thing that a leader should do, is to hire the
Right,
people that they think will fit for the role, because at
right,
the end of it, if they, diba, that's the very first thing kasi yan yung first stage of them being successful, diba, if they're right fit for the
right.
program or for the account that they're applying for, 'di ba? So kung kunin ko lang kung yung mga kuha lang ako ng kuha ng kung ano-ano, di parang I just set them up to fail.
Correct. Tama, tama. Kaya yung mga recruiter din diyan, alam ko kung hindi niyo man napapanood ngayong live, mapapanood niyo 'to ng replay sa aking page. Right? John Fernandez is took it up on Facebook. Um, I think let's remove the connotation that we have to filter, that it's just either a yes or a no during an interview. You really wanted to find out yung reason to hire the person because in the first place you're hiring, di ba?
Mhm.
Di ba? So you don't set them up for failure, right? You set them up for success. And how you
Right.
can do that is by managing the questions that you're going to throw into that person. Kasi sometimes I know, no, ito, I would, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes you're not hiring the right people because you're not asking the right questions,
That's definitely right.
no?
I definitely agree to that. Because if you wanted to know the things that you needed, then ask. 'Di ba? Like,
Right.
then it ano na rin 'yan, eh, parang RCA na rin 'yan, 'di ba? 'Pag
Correct, correct.
nag-interview ka,
Root
mag-root cause
root cause
analysis ka
analysis.
na as early as ano, as early as, hiring para makita mo na
Mm.
and, I don't know if with other, operations managers, but whenever I do, final interviews, I get commitment already, and I'm making
Mm.
a point to tell the people that I'm hiring that I'm documenting everything and I'm using this, and this is going to be part of your commitment already. If I hire
Correct.
you, I do not want you to get back to me and telling me that kasi po ganto, ganto, ganto. No, you told me nung interview na yes, yes, yes ka dito. So,
Mm.
so
Ayun lang. So yun. Guys, yung mga nanonood ng mga bago, mga gustong pumasok sa call center, baka sabihin nyo mamaya, pag in-interview kayo, oh, you know what, Mr. Interviewer? You have to ask the right questions. So I can answer the right question.
so again, it really depends kasi 'di ba?
Oo.
Kasi ako whenever I ask a question, it's very direct. It's very direct.
Oo.
I will tell because that's the things that I wanted to know. 'Di ba?
Correct.
I will not ask those like very vague questions that I know that they have prepared for. Kasi
Tama,
na ano ko
tama,
na 'yan,
tama.
eh, na na experience ko na 'yan, eh, yung mga generic questions tapos
Mm, mm.
dire-diretso parang binabasa 'to.
Bo
Alam mo yung ano, alam mo binabasa
Oo,
tapos
binabasa.
pag tinanong mo ng iba biglang,
Bilang,
oo.
hindi na makasagot. Ayan, ang dami. Pati yung mga interview questions, guys, natututunan natin dito sa call center
Ah,
success stories. And the reason behind that, why we answered those questions as well, lalong-lalo sa mga guests natin. Kasi, hindi ka naman magiging successful without, you know, doing the first step, which is getting hired.
yep,
So that's why
and ngayon and
we're answering those questions.
parang ano din, eh, kasi yung on top of my, head whenever I do final interviews, again, that's the very first stage, and I make it a
Mm,
point to hire the best. Because
right,
again, I don't want to set people to fail. If I will allow them to enter and I saw they're unfit for the post, it doesn't make sense. 'Di ba? And I will just like, see them leaving or, parang hindi makayanan because I can gauge with like me being in the industry for so long already. So
mhm,
sometimes yun nga direct yung mga questions ko and sinasabi ko din naman dun sa mga applicants that again I'm just like I'm gonna be direct with these things, whatever your answers, I'm kind of documenting it kasi nga I'm using this as part of your commitment for the company as early as now if ever that will push through to the next step.
right. Nako, thank you so much, Boss Ian. Ang dami kong natutunan. And I'm sure yung mga audience natin tonight na nanonood ng live and yung mga manonood ng replay, ang dami nilang natutunan. Pakit-react naman dyan, guys. Kung meron kayong yung mga takeaway nyo, please comment them below yung mga takeaways nyo from this interview from Boss Ian. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Boss Ian. Ang dami mong na-inspire ngayong gabing ito.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
no worries. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, John, and thank you very much as well for guesting me. And I hope na meron siguro naman kahit konti meron meron silang natutunan
I'm sure
from
ang
me.
dami. Ako mismo ang dami. I
Ah,
mean, hindi tayo tatagal na mahigit isang oras kung hindi ganun karami.
that's right.
Napaka-juicy
Like,
ng
I
ng
enjoyed
ng
I enjoyed this
conversation.
conversation. I really enjoyed the conversation, and uh, to those who's like aspiring to enter the BPO industry, siguro my advice na lang is for you guys to like really know your goal and target kasi do not enter into something that at the end of the day parang wala lang dahil wala lang kayong magawa sa buhay parang ganun, 'di ba? You have to think it over. Like ano, 'di ba? Kasi 'di ba like if you wanted to succeed, then you have to set your goals, 'di ba? Parang sinabi nga natin na if you would not give those goals a timeline, it's just merely a dream, 'di
Correct,
ba? So
correct.
just think kung ano man yung gusto niyo mangyari sa buhay niyo, and everything will be given
We'll
or
follow.
it
Yes,
will follow. Yeah.
right. Thank you so much. Napakaganda ng huling sinabi mo, Boss Ian. Iyaano ko yan. Ipapa-frame ko yan. Thank you. Again, thank you. Again, Good evening, everyone. This has been your call center success stories. Please watch out every Sunday, 6 p.m., live on Facebook and YouTube, call center success stories. And if you want to support our live stream, please share and mention your friends who you think you can also learn from our discussions for tonight. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, Boss Ian.
Thank you, John. Stay safe, everyone.
Right,
Thank
keep safe,
you.
everyone. Bye bye.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.